Oh, so Brandon, you've just returned from a trip to England where you trained with Sheffield Wednesday. Tell me a little bit about the trip.
The trip was exciting, the kids were exceptional, and it was really good over there. And I'm interested in what age I was, and yeah.
Okay, so how did they accept you? Did they make fun of you because you were an Aussie?
No, they didn't make fun of me because I'm an Aussie.
They didn't. I'll tell you what, I'll be over there next year, so I'll have a word with them. But the boys that you played with, how did you find their ability compared to yourselves?
Well, they were a lot faster, quicker with the ball, and they passed the ball really well.
Yeah, that's one of the things about English football. We have kids that go over there from time to time, and the main thing is that they take a few days to adapt to the speed of the game over there. So you're saying that's how you found it?
Yep.
Yeah. And how did you find then that once you got into the swing of things that you could match them?
Uh, Almost.
Almost. Brandon, you've been at the Dock Academy now for 2 years, and the amazing thing is that you've only been playing soccer for 2.5 years.
Yep.
So obviously, when you went over to train with the professional clubs over in the UK, it must have been a daunting experience for you.
Yes, it was.
Now, the feedback that I've got was that you actually did extra training at Sheffield Wednesday, and you trained with 13 and 14-year-olds and 15 and 16-year-olds. You did a 5-hour stint in one day. That must have been a great experience.
Yes, it was tiring at the end after a 5 hour straight training session. Yeah.
Okay, and the feedback we got that you handled yourself really well, which is for Dock Academy, we're very proud that you've gone over there and given us such a boost. We've taken a few players over to England over the years, and the feedback that we're getting is that Australian players in general tend to be very, very good technically and very good ability. However, the speed is the thing that they're lacking when initially they go over there. And we've discussed that earlier. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, the speed needs to be a little bit more quicker with the feet and ball control a little bit more quicker.
Yeah, and the good thing is now that this is what we can now adapt at the academy. We can work on this so that in future when players go over, even like yourself now in March with all the other academy players, hopefully we'll prepare you for that. So when you go over, it won't be such a problem. Now, apart from the UK, you went to Dinamo Zagreb. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, same thing again, the speed with my feet and my technique and ability was same with them.
You're up to their level?
Yeah.
And that's amazing because they actually won the European Championship for the under-10s.
Yep, they beat AC Milan, Real Madrid, Barcelona and Basel under-10s.
Now, here is a club as big as Dynamo, and they're telling us that your ability was at their level.
Yes, it was.
You must be very proud of that.
Yes.
All right. Well, what it does for us is it tells us that we're definitely on the right track at Dock Academy. We'll endeavour to keep going with the ability in our players, but now we definitely have to work on the speed, don't we?
Yes.
Now, Brandon, finally, just before we finish off, Neville Burberry, the head coach of the academy at Sheffield Wednesday, was absolutely fantastic, I believe. I know Neville personally, and I know he's a top man. But tell me a little bit about him.
Well, he made me feel welcome, and he's fantastic as a head coach, and he's really good.
Yeah, a little bit earlier you were telling me that when you arrived at the club, Neville sat you down and told you what you were going to be doing, and he made you feel really at home and relaxed you. That was really good that somebody like Neville would take the time and effort to do that. That would have made you feel really good.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so maybe Neville will be watching this. Do you want to say thank you to Neville?
Thanks, Neville, for everything you did, and thank you for making me feel welcome, and see you next year.
Fantastic. Well done, Brandon.